Right. So, what we are doing right now, I hope everybody can hear me properly, but what we are doing is we are going to fix the speed of the app because I implemented a bunch of new features and now I have to retrace what was working and what wasn't because all the new features kind of slowed down the application. So now I have to get back into version control and see if everything is still slow or not. I don't think I can actually show the simulator at the moment. Let me hide it for a sec because it's on live data. I know I shouldn't work in production, but that's what's happening. Maybe I can enable this. Sure. But I still am showing the simulator on here, so if you guys have any questions at the same time, I'll answer them, but not many things interesting are gonna happen on the screen until then. All right, I'm actually so excited to reach 1% at least of our goal, but we are not there yet. So we gotta fix that. I gotta fix the mic too. All right, to build the app. Okay. And the app is still building. Let's see. How many actually users How many users do we have right now? $466. Excuse me. What? Uh, hmm. What? Where are we? Huh? So Okay. This playlist is absolutely awesome. All right, let's see. Okay, let's build this. Let's build this. Let me make a tea at the same time. I would so want to drink some coffee. Let's see, we got some shoes here. I'm back. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, well, I said that we gotta do this. Pretty good now. Okay. Let's see if everything is okay. This has got to build. Hello. Is that you, Benji? Welcome to the chat. Oh, you're new here. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the chat. I'm building a dating app, actually. It's my personal business. I started it about a year ago. The original idea was basically 5 years ago, but at the time I couldn't really build it. I couldn't code. And this dating app is actually quite new. Men can create dates, like activities and programs, and women can choose to find what they like. So for instance, you say this weekend you want to go bowling, you post it, and women can explore this activity, and if they find your bowling date interesting, then they can mark themselves as interested and join. And yeah, so essentially this is how it works. The app is called Vooze. Here you can see it. I think it's in the description. It's possible to download it. We have about 464 users, most of it mainly men. And I'm working on currently making a new version of it, because the first version is just an MVP. Oh, thank you. I hope you will like it. The men to women ratio is not the best. That's what I'm going to try to work on. I have some exciting updates for it. What I'm trying to implement. Maybe I can actually show you or give you some insight on what is coming. I just gotta boot up the notes. Give me a second. I'm working from my notes here. Let's see. Do you code, or what brings you to the channel? How are you able to get here? Oh, really? At least the algorithm is somewhat working. Thanks for stopping by. I felt super lonely. I mean, sometimes my friends stop by, but you're the first visitor. That's awesome. you know, I'm just trying to document the process. It's kind of like free marketing. Not trying to make some money via the marketing of this, but yeah, just trying to see if maybe the word gets out there to help raise some awareness for the new dating app. I know there's already so many out there, but nothing like this. And honestly, like building a community around it, like an actual physical community, is probably going to be more beneficial for me. But whereas, or as opposed to doing everything online, since it's kind of localized, so we are based out of Hungary. Most of the users are Hungarian and Spanish. I made the app available now in like worldwide, so it's possible to download it. But the activities are I don't know. Like, you tell me. I mean, you don't need to, but if you feel comfortable where you are based out of, because most of the dates are happening in Hungary. So we are planning to grow basically from Central Europe, and then when we got enough users, or when we started to spread, or feel like that Hungary is too small, then I will start to focus on the rest of Europe. But yeah, in these streams, I will show how I am building the new versions of the app, with the exciting features, AI integration within the dating app. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thanks for stopping by. I will. I mean, if you hang out here for a little bit, I will be able to show you how the app works. But if you download it anyways, that would also help. So thank you so much. I gotta switch the database to use mock data instead of the real users. I cannot share their information online, just live stream it. But yeah, if I change the data, then I will be able to show kind of like how the new app is going to work. But first, I gotta fix some issues. Like I'm running into some problems with the different versions that I've been using. Do you also have any ideas that you are working on? Let's see. Still didn't build. CS2 upgrader system. Ah, nice. Thanks. I'm not like a real YouTuber, but I'm trying here. And how is it going? Is a version of it published already? Is it possible to check it out? What you have built, or are you stuck somewhere? Which phase are you at? Ah, that's great. I mean, you can move quite fast with even in a week. So, what happened with my app is that I started it using the knowledge I had. So I had like 3 or 4 months of bootcamp knowledge in coding, but not a lot. But I was able to start it, and as AI started to develop, it can certainly speed things up. I like, for instance, I had 6 months of work without AI. I was able to get quite far, but then I kind of gave up because I got stuck on a problem, and then AI got better and better. and I was able to make up all the work that I did in 6 months in a matter of like 2 days with AI. It was ridiculous. So I'm not. For me, at least, it's better. I'm like half vibe coder, half half programmer. Oh, great. So you do have some experience with coding as well. Mm. What do you use? What's your CS? Okay. Computer science. What's your not build environment? What do you call it? What languages do you use for your app that you're working on, or the upgrader system? Do you code in TypeScript? Oh, yeah. I was so when I started the project, it was for me TypeScript was way too. Yeah. For me, like, I think I started getting myself familiar with coding just when like TypeScript kind of came out. Yeah, I love Warp. If it's for me, it's so much better than using any other terminal. I don't really use the AI features in Warp, but the real thing was like when I started typing here something, I could just select what I wanted to edit. Right? So if I wanted to delete disk, it was easier. That's why I switched from regular terminals. And that was even before the AI was integrated in Warp. Let's see if at the same time this got having some trouble with. So it's not what you're working on is not a mobile app. It's the system is it more like a web platform or is it an app? Web. Okay. And front end React or just some templates? Next. Right. Yeah, next is quite good. Wait, isn't how like when you choose to do it from React, the React framework or library, then you can select if you want it in Next, or if you want it in what's the other one? I forgot. In Vite or Byte, I don't even know how to pronounce it. And I think like Next is like a sub component of it, no? Yeah, Next is I think I did like one website with Next, but I wanted to build like a CMS. Because of the server side learning. Okay, makes sense. Have you developed mobile apps before? What did I bring up? I wanted to show this. Mm. It's now it's really easy to develop mobile apps as well. Yeah, that would make sense. I wouldn't recommend to do it via Expo. It makes a lot of things easier. I have to actually eject from the Expo framework to do React Native completely, React Native bare workflow. But what Expo does is that it makes you the whole build. It helps you set up the build environment a lot faster. Also, I think you can publish directly from Expo, so it makes the publishing of the app a little bit easier to Android and iOS. But it kind of limits you. So the type of libraries that you can use, it's kind of limiting. But I feel like as they come out with newer versions, it's just gonna get better and better. I'm gonna be curious once you publish it, how what you're working on is gonna look like. Do you also do the design, or you are mainly I would say like you are mainly focused on the backend? Cloud design, right? I haven't messed around with it. I don't know how good it is. No, wait, I gotta hide the simulator for a second, but I can switch the data and then I can show you the app if you haven't downloaded. Yeah, I haven't messed around with cloud design. I designed everything with like, for me, the front end was so much more fun than focused on the back end. I want to see if I want to see how Claude works. I have the pro version, and that's what I'm using, but I don't know. Is it? I think through MCP you can probably connect Claude with Figma, no? Or Figma or Claude Design is already better than Figma. Ah, you were saying, okay, sorry, I was dumb. You were saying that Claude Design is better. No, Figma is better, but Claude is okay. Yeah, I feel like Claude will be able to give you that that fast prototype that is going to be very, very good from the right off the bat. But if you want to get into the details of your brand identity, then I feel like you have to get into it. Yeah. I mean, I can actually I designed the app also, like everything in Figma. Before I had even started or learned how to code, this is the only thing I could do, because this made so much more sense to me. I'm like a very visual guy, you know, like I have some kind of vision how I imagine the app to be. This is how it was before, like with these colors, but this was kind of too playful, too Instagrammy, and what the app is kind of targeting is kind of that middle class vibe, or it's tailored towards the middle class. So then we switched. I switched the colors more towards having champagne-y colors. It used to be called Bloom, but also the domain was and everything was taken, and I mean I could buy it at the time. The domain bloom.com was available, but it cost like $10 million, so there was no way I was gonna buy that. So I was able to snatch Vooze.app, and yeah, we switched everything. Yeah. This helped. This definitely helped in the beginning. Before I coded everything with AI. So I wrote myself like an entire like UI guide from typographic scale to spacing scale and everything. Yeah, the design system matters so much. Even though I didn't stick to it at the end, I was just able to replace the primary and the secondary like really easily with these colors in the end. Also, the logo changed. I actually paid for this logo like five euros on Fiverr. I think it was worth it, but like now if I go back, I could have also saved on that. But yeah, what's really cool is a new feature that I'm gonna try to come up with, but it made my entire app. The context, I messed around with the context in the new upgrade, and it slowed down the app. So that's what I'm checking right now. Like this component was also AI. This was done by I think GPT image 2.0. But yeah, the rest of it kind of stayed the same. Let me switch to use mock data. Even though I could do this alone, but I'm just using the assistant. For backend, I'm using Firebase. Are you familiar with that, or what do you use for? You use Node. You said I think you use Node.js. Okay. When you said CS2, you meant Counter-Strike 2? Or was I hallucinating? It could also mean computer science too, but then it wouldn't make sense. Yeah. When you say upgrader, what do you mean? Like an upgrader system? Like for CS2 gambling website? I didn't even know that was a thing. Like you could. It's like you bet on matches, or how do you gamble? Oh, cool idea. So this is. Oh man. Awesome idea. That could get kind of addicting. That's quite a good idea. I really like that. I hope it becomes successful and you can build it. I think through a friend. Like one of my friends knows one of the first people who started this whole like external skin making website for Call of Duty, and then he sold the company to Activision. So your journey could be something like this, but yeah, this is mainly for gambling, so it's a little bit different. I'm sure the policies would be how should I say this? Like you will have to check into the GDPR and so on, but I'm sure you can make it work. Let me see if this at the same time got done. It's regarding like gambling website. I don't know how you will be able to market it, and it's coming from a guy, trust me, who is definitely have some marketing challenges, because there's a crap ton of dating websites out there, and I just decided to try to make a unique one. But with gambling, I don't know how that works, but how you could market that on social platforms. Okay. Well, I don't know, man. You could actually make it with real money. Yeah, I think there will be a use for that too, but I do see some potential in that the guys would pay for it. Mm. Just watch. Maybe your mind will change after you finished it. I think it's a cool idea, and you could do this with not just with CS, but probably with other type of games. One second. It is possible to do it with. So I didn't move the chat screen. It's such a weird location. Would it be possible to build it with other? Where should I put with other games as well, or it kind of only works with just CS? Happy Nation. I mean I don't know actually Happy Nation, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like I think in Hungary it's I think it's in Hungary it's possible. I'm not exactly sure. My girlfriend stopped by to say hi. See you, Anusi. Yeah, I think I think it would depend where you would want to launch and gain revenue from. Like if you start a company for it somewhere elsewhere. I mean, there's some. It's really easy to nowadays start a company online, and I think you would. Like, I think it's even possible to through Estonia, but I don't know how the laws are in Estonia. But I know electronically you can start a website online. I mean, start a company online, and if it's possible to operate from there in this sector, then you wouldn't have any problems. Let me refresh the app at the same time. Okay. Which stage, by the way, Guido, are you at are you with the app? Like, I know you've been working for 1 week on it, but like, did you get the core concept done? Like, do you have the working prototype of it? Oh, great. If you have Discord, I would invite you to my Discord channel if you are able to drop some hints or visual some visuals or how your MVP would how it is getting along along. Because I'm curious to see how your project comes along. We'd love to stay up to date. Am I able to drop links in the chat? Is it a thing? No, I don't think it's. I don't know how I can share. Would this work? Let's see. I think at the same time, hopefully the simulator is working. Where should I move the chat? I'll just move it to the middle. By the way, is the music too loud? Should I lower it? Ah, okay. Let's see if this works. Test 4. I can still make the simulator a bit bigger. This. The entire sign up process is redone, and hopefully this version that I got working on the app is not slow, but the current version that I was working on and I was saving to GitHub was like extremely slow. I don't know what I did. But yeah, I did see some kind of struggle here in terms of the UI. Okay. This one is still fast. Okay, I'm gonna use this app or app version. Hopefully it's not slow. That's something I'm only gonna check off stream. Because now I'm only using mock data. But if I was using real data, I would have to see how fast is it. No, it's freezing. And it quits. Yeah, it crashes on the second page, which is when I was messing around with it having a map. Oh, pain in the ass. I think the mock data is the mock data published? Yeah, I think mock data is getting generated from the local server, but it is calling Faker.js. I don't know if you're familiar with that. For the pictures that you can see on the homepage. I'm gonna reboot it. So it is making some calls, but I think like only a portion of it is like receiving data from the local server. Yeah, like everything is actually like hosted on local. But what I was experiencing is, well, it's kind of complicated, but maybe the best would be to explain it by going into Claude and then showing you what I was working on. But this was really problematic. I don't even know. There's so much chat, I think. Right, this one. So there's so many use cases, so many scenarios, and it was working fast, but the app is, so the whole matching mechanism is really, really complex. For instance, there's so many sequences. So a man can create a date, a woman can see that date, they can send a join request, which the man can accept or reject. If the man accepts it, then a match is formed. When a match is formed, there's so many possibilities. Like the woman can report them, or the man can report them, or there's so many cases that I don't know. I took all of them in consideration, and I asked Claude to analyze the infrastructure of the app. What happens to my open dates if it gets blocked by a user, or if somebody reports them? Then it can be stuck on the screen, like it needs to be removed. Like so many cases. And I think it came back to me with a report. Like here you can see there were some critical problems. If the woman, decided to delete their account, her join requests and chats, they remained. The male user could see this as a ghost request or even match with blank profiles. So this is just one case, and I asked it without testing to fix all of this. I was expecting way too much, and it actually did it. And like it just went through all the problems. It tapped into my contacts, and I thought it fixed a bunch of stuff, and I think it did, but it messed around with the context of the application, and it made it extremely slow. And so now I have to dig back in the version control, on GitHub to see when my app was still running fast. This one is a pain in the ass. Let's see. think it was freezing at the... Okay. That. Is that what I'm on? 4A5738. This is on. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I think it was only crashing because the map wasn't installed. Hmm. Get this out. I want to change the playlist. I think this is my favorite playlist. Let me know if you guys like hate the music. I can switch it around. But hopefully too something that that the stream is not gonna get taken down. A bit stressful. Welcome to the world of coding, Azizan. Coding is stressful. It's intense. Wow. Why am I so big here? I need to stop messing around with the stream setup. Maybe I should publish this. Let's change the language. Oh, I even fixed this to be up here. Okay, so did I switch? Yeah, okay, now I'm on clean base. Starting from, what do I gotta do? Okay, that's good. Okay. Your deployed Firestore rules are still the new restrictive ones. Oh, I don't like this. Because this means that This could mean that the app is still going to be slow. And maybe it's because I'm using the real data. Maybe I gotta check the app with Firebase data to see how it performs on the phone. Becoming specific work later since effect. Yeah, I should run a pod install. Amazing. Now this is gonna take some time. This is important. Come on, oh, the build is so slow. As if I collapse the screen. start up soon. Let's see. Please work. At least it's fast here. Oh, this was quite laggy. I don't like the flash here. Not bad. Should really test this on my personal account, but it doesn't seem to be slow now. Now it seems to be quite fast actually. Probably save it. What's happening here? Oh, what did I do? I guess I don't need to save the work because there was no changes to the node module file. Yeah. Okay. Choose a new session. Okay. Already. That L2. What's here? Spotlight. Hmm. Get out of there. Okay. Also, this screen should fit on one screen. Let's see if this got fixed. Yep. Beautiful. Yeah, I fixed this just like a simple problem, but I still have to focus on this table, because I think I will ask it to run this this thing, the use cases again, like up here, all these cases, because I went back in the version control, so even now there might be some problems with like what happens if somebody deletes a date. Maybe it shows still if it's inactive. I will have to go through these. I was able to fix the map not showing. Now it's showing properly. Also, my other concern is that I haven't really tested on Android. I'm working on an iPhone 17 Pro Max simulator. So I gotta put up the Android Studio and try to build the code on there to see. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, man. I really appreciate it. It's kind of motivating to code well, or code with somebody. Well, I'm assuming you are also working on it at the same time. By the way, how do you like the design of the app? The whole registration workflow is different. There's like the whole onboarding. Thanks. This is one of the features where the AI is integrated, called Vooze Wingman. I might just call it Wingman bot or something like this, or the Vooze bot. You'll see. And the AI will take in all the data and then that you have uploaded regarding your profile, like what kind of like, let's say, music do you like, or what do you like to do. When you complete your profile, this is important, and it picks up all that information, and then they will try to find the best like date idea near you. In the future, I will partner with, hopefully, with Eventbrite or with like an event hosting platform, and I will be able to access some of the events that are currently happening. So you can, or some of the people who are antisocial, they will be able to create a date. That's one way this is integrated. Also, built in, the large language model is kind of checking if you are actually creating a date idea, because if you here just wanted to type something that doesn't make sense, like let's say something political or whatever, like if I type in whatever, the AI shouldn't really allow this to go through, because this doesn't make any sense, right? Like it's not an activity. Let's see if it works, or I need to fine tune it. This is when this also needs to be fine tuned. So here, when you're publishing, it checks whether, yep, it doesn't let it through. So just because we wrote whatever, it doesn't make sense. This way I'm able to like screen so many things. And it takes you back all the way here. Trying to think what I should work on next. this whole thing what I need to work on is gonna take some time, and now it's almost 1 a.m. here where I am at, so that would take a long time. Zero chance I'm gonna work on this. Like this. Let's fix these. Hmm. Switch the music a little bit. I actually like this. What is this? Okay. Maybe a quick fix. What are you working on currently, by the way? Ah, okay, I saw. You're working on the backend now. What would you say the biggest challenge is regarding the regarding your system? Mm-hmm. Do you use Opus 4.7 as well? Mm-hmm. Codex 5.5 now, no? I heard the GPT 5.5 now is actually better than Opus or Opus 4.7. Mm-hmm. I see. What's your opinion? Like, do you think 5.5 is more capable? Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna give it a shot as well once I'm done with the major fixes and updates. I'm gonna try to publish a version of this using Opus. Ah, okay. Planning is so important, actually. Like how you guide your AI. Mm-hmm. No, it makes sense. Hmm. Now I kind of wish I started to work on these cases. Especially my struggle is also race conditions. I just didn't remember the name of it. It's like when you develop the app, like even when you think about it, you are just building a simple matching mechanism for something like dating app. First, I thought it was like super easy, You just send a request, if they accept, then it's a match. Okay, blah blah blah. But it has suddenly become so complex by implementing just like a small feature such as like blocking or like I don't even know. There's just so many paths. Also, the story of the launch was really funny. It was so stressful. I started the app, like building it, I think like 2 years ago without AI, 2 or 3 years ago without AI. Then I gave it up like 3 times. So I started it without AI. I got like a few concepts done, mainly the design. I had no idea how the backend works, and just I was so happy when I was able to make my first call function from the call the data from the Firebase. And then I quit. Like half a year later, I tried again. Then I went to the boot camp, the 4 months of boot camp, I think. Then I had like 6 months of working on it. Then I quit again because I think I was with AI. I was working on it. I think it was GPT-3 at the time, and it wasn't that capable. It definitely helped me, but it wasn't that capable. Yeah, and I seriously revived the app in September, and I was working with one more guy to help me finish it. So because I'm working full time, so as on the side, I wanted the app to be finished, and I made some money, and then I hired like an independent contractor to help me develop the app. It's not that I wasn't going to be able to, but with the AI anyways. But I just didn't have time, so revived the app in September and launched officially. So what I wanted to say, launched in November 2025, and we published a video on TikTok right when we launched. And with organic growth, the video went viral, and we got 125,000 views on TikTok in 1 week. In 1 day, we got 40,000. Like no. In one, shit, how much was it? In one day, we got 90,000 views. I was at watching a football game, and and it was more people watching my thing than the entire thing. I am working on it alone now, so they helped me to launch the app. And so when it was launched, the MVP was launched, I stopped working with them, not because they weren't good, but mainly because it's coming straight out of my pocket. It was coming straight out of my pocket, so I wanted to dedicate my own time on it after work now. That's part of the reason why I stream. It kind of keeps me motivated to do it. It's kind of like a necessity. So every day I work on it, and I'm still able to come up with the newer versions. But anyways, we launched in November on iOS, and it wasn't coming the app didn't come out on Android, and I was so pissed because like, of course, the moment a video goes viral, we only have iOS available, so we got most of the downloads, like 300 something downloads out of the 400. I think we have 466. With you, we have 467. If you made an account ever since, but yeah, I think I was gonna get like double had we had the Android version, and I was able to get like 3 paid users already for the app, 3 subscriptions, but of course it ended. I wanted to refund their money because there were not many women available. Hopefully I can go back, and if they're still available on the app, I will give them a free premium. But yeah, there's just so many things to do. I would say the biggest challenge is when you are launching the app is getting that app on the App Store first, because they will throw it back like 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, if you're lucky, you can go through like immediately. But it also depends on who's reviewing your app at the App Store. Yeah, I love it. I wanted to Like now I have a girlfriend, but when I was single, I was thinking about like, okay, maybe you know, maybe I can find my partner via this application. I was using, like other dating apps for a long time, and it was always the same reason why I thought it was bad or they were bad. Um, Communication was just a pain in the ass because you could see maybe like one or two words on the other person's profile, what they wrote about themselves. So when you matched, like, how do you even begin? So if you like, you have to be really creative to come up with something new and to grab the your match's interest. And here on Vooze, your interest is already given. So if you're a guy, like you take control over the planning, which is I think what girls like in general. They expect the man to kind of plan their program, and they kind of like that. So when you match, there's immediately something to talk about, right? So if I create a date for like I want to go bowling or um, yeah, some kind of an activity like that, immediately you could say, hey, like, are you good, stuff like this. Or you want to smoke shisha or hookah, if that's what you're into. You could ask like, hey, have you tried these flavors? If not, what is your best? I know the best place to get it. um, so it's not you're not starting from like nothing. And also, AI will actually help you with icebreakers in when you match. Like it picks up your dating, like your activity, and it prefers an opener. It shows an opener for both the women and the male user or parties. Um, how it would be, how you would be able to talk to each other. It's kind of like a wingman. The other way this app is kind of unique is what I'm actually trying to block right now because we don't have many partners. Um, is events. Yeah, thank you. Well, if you think about it, if you're an introvert, you can also somewhat stay in your comfort zone. Like, imagine you are in this you are in this situation where like you match with someone, and you're just talking, but there's no meeting. The conversation is not really like getting anywhere. Maybe you are afraid to ask out the other person, or you don't know where to take them. And in this sense, you could somewhat stay in your own comfort zone to figure out, okay, yeah, this is what I like doing. I would just be happy to meet somebody like this. Well, if you are open to, like, of course, trying to find a partner online. If online dating is nothing at all that you are open to, then of course, like, it's then this app is not for you. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for trying it in advance. And likewise, by the way, when you publish your platform, I will be happy to try it out. That's why I don't know if you were able to grab the link for the Discord. If you have it finished, I would love to test it for you. Just send me a link. Ah, okay, great. Thank you. The other thing I am implementing in the app is like promotions. So I will partner with like physically with coffee shops, restaurants, cinemas, any kind of like venues. And if you make a date, like and you host it there, then you will get some kind of a discount or some kind of a gift. Like for instance, if you reserve to a partner, like if you host a date at your favorite restaurant, and then we happen to be partners with that restaurant, then maybe the first drink will be on the house. So it's the model is a B2B D2C. Like it's a hybrid model. There was lots of interest already to partner with the app, but the real benefit for them only happens when there's lots of locals. So like 400 users in Hungary is not too bad, but it needs to be way more. Like we'll do different categories, like museums in the arts and in art and culture, restaurants, culinary, entertainment, outdoor, could have partner with festivals or wellness centers. So it's I think it's quite interesting. It has some great potential. I did see some other people trying to develop the same, but it's how Vooze is one more like a value proposition is that the men are the active, like they are the host always, and the women are always the one looking for dates. So it's a woman cannot create a date. Like on Bumble, for instance, I know I'm kind of like limiting myself here in a way, but I'm kind of taking a more traditional approach to dating when the guy asks out the girl. So that's how Vooze's image is built. Do you work on your app every day? Or mostly like most all days? Hmm. That's good. You gotta stay consistent. That's the hardest. That's the hardest part, I think. I have so many ideas, you know, and there's so many projects that I started, and honestly, like most of them are, I think, viable, good. Like it's possible to make money off of it, but I already started this one, and but just like after you work on it for a while, you can get burnt out, you can get overwhelmed, and that's when it matters the most. Whether you just, if even when you are tired, even when you know you are sick of looking at the screen, you know, or working on the same stuff, that's when you still sit down and you try to grind through it. That's that part is important. Usually what I do when you get overwhelmed with one thing is that still within the same project, you just focus on simpler tasks. Um, like if you get stuck for a long time, like 2-3 days, working or even longer, working on the same problem without results, then I kind of leave it for like a day or two to work on a different scope within the same project, and I come back to it. But when I leave, it's not that I go to a bigger problem. Then it's just very small fixes. It kind of that can kind of keep you motivated. That's exactly actually what I'm doing right now. Because with these use cases, I get burnt out. Like over the weekend, I tried to fix this, and then I made the app worse. And now I'm just focusing on some small aesthetics. I think I'm gonna fix like one or two more things. Then we'll probably end the stream. It's 1:15 a.m. I gotta work tomorrow, but hopefully I will catch you on here tomorrow as well. Jeez. I guess I'm not gonna complain then. I'm not gonna complain. That's why these bags are here, man. Yeah, I don't know when. I think I also have to wake up at. Either way, like I'm definitely gonna be awake at like 9 something, unless I make a complete darkness in my room. But I gotta go to work at 10. I have to leave like 9:30 a.m. solid 6 hours of sleep. But at least the weekend is gonna be here. And this is what I always say, you know, the weekend is gonna be here. I'm gonna be able to rest, and then I will fuck up my weekend even more. Like I will pull an all-nighter or something like this. Classic. It's classic. Yeah, I will make up the sleep. Yeah, I will make it up by Friday, staying up till like 3, 4 a.m., sleeping till like noon. The whole day goes by, and then you will be a night owl again. And then starting Monday, you will look like shit again. It's the same flow. Yeah. Oh shit, here we go again. Do you know what it is called in English? The notification. Oh, the notification like number that pops up on your screen and it shows like this little circle. Oh, what is it called? Not the notification bell, but they in like apps, not toast. Like for instance, on the notification screen, like here, it would be like a circle inside how many notifications you have, like this small circle here. I'm just gonna use notifications counter. Or I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I think I stream most all days except this past weekend. I was outside of the country, but I'm going to stream as much as I can, mainly every day, around the same time. You know, I usually go on at like 11. Badge, that one. Good call, thanks. Yeah, $1 million question. What was it called? Notifications badge. Now I'm gonna change it. It's like here. It's normally red. And I started to see like a new trend where it shows you like just a small circle, and it doesn't even show the numbers, like how many notifications you have. Which makes me think this icon should be like this small icon should be this color when you have a notification. It should be just like a small circle. And are you trying to like build a business, your personal business, or with your CS degree, do you want to like just work for somebody and then as a hobby you just make projects? Or what's your plan? Nice. It's always good to have something on the side. Um, but you can get the experience working at the tech lab and then apply it later. Yeah. That's the best way to do it, is to get the experience and then apply it on your startup. If you jump straight into founding a startup is also not bad. I mean, but that whole concept of, you gotta risk it all, quit your main job, and then just build your startup is just dumb, I think. Yeah, it's they created so many of these hustlers, fake hustlers. Like social media, like clouds the people. I remember it was actually like all about listening to Gary V, entrepreneur, like I think billionaire. And I thought he was all about it, but because he was hustling on the street. I mean, like, of course, like you gotta do that. You gotta have that motivation. Uh, so I'm not disagreeing, but he has to say, but it's what he has to say. But the whole concept of looking and blindly following people or like influencers like him is that's just stupid. Not him, but the people who just blindly follow. Let's see if this. Let's see if this notification badge is up to the design that I want to see. Yeah, exactly this small. It's subtle, yet it's obvious that you have a notification. I used to have a big circle with red, and then the number in it. It was ugly. Right. You too. Have some rest, and hopefully you will be able to rest until 10 a.m. Have a nice sleep. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully tomorrow we can reconnect again. Take care, and have a good night. See you. I will also fix this one last thing and then head to bed. And tomorrow, around the same time, I will hop online. Take care, everyone.